Ngosi Talk Shows family is Nomsa here at Ngosi Talk Shows. Find your own voice, lead from within. With me today, I am with Kamau Emma. How are you, Kamau?
Very well, thank you, Noms. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Great.
So, our topic today is the myth of finding your purpose. Finding one purpose is a topic that resonated deeply with many people, often accompanied by various myths that can mislead or create unrealistic expectations. So, Kamau, you chose this topic. Would you like to explain to our audience what was the motivation behind it? For me, I know, guys, Kamal is obsessed with this topic because that's what she does. He does for work, and he loves it so much. Finding your purpose.
Correct. And the idea behind the myth of finding or discovering your purpose comes from a place. It's actually my first chapter in the book I'm writing, and because I want to set things straight, it has been said and repeated, and people are falling victim to that ideology that shapes their understanding and approach to their personal journey. And these myths of finding or discovering your purpose, they're rooted deep into cultural stories or narratives, if you want, the expectations of society. And on top of that, these beliefs or these myths that people have, it can lead us astray, which causes confusion, which causes frustration, while you're on that path to fulfillment and meaning in your life. So I wanted to bring up this subject to completely debunk the common misconceptions of the exploration of purpose. You're muted.
It. Um, I, I agree with you, Kamal, that there's so much expectations within the society, but at the same time, you will have to look at the reality of it. Because many people believe that their purpose is a single predetermined, but I don't think path. So they must discover that purpose and follow it. And in reality, purpose can be it can be so many things like finding your purpose. For me, finding my purpose has been a journey, and I have walked in so many paths in my life, finding my purpose. And I remember one day asking my brother, and I was like, "What's my purpose, by the way?" And my brother was like, "What are you asking about?" And I was like, I really need to find out what's my purpose. I've just been thinking for like a few months or few weeks, but I don't seem to really find. And my brother was like, no, you know, so you know your purpose. Why are you looking? Why are you searching for it? And I was like, it's what you do. Your purpose is what you do. And I realized like when I was like doing matchmaking, and I was like, ah, actually, this is what I do.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's my purpose to actually, because you can easily go to the society and try to fit in with people and just try to like create something that is not really your destiny or in your is not your purpose, and then you create it as part of your purpose and your destiny. So I was like, I had to look back when I was young. I was like, what I'm doing now, like talking to people when people have got problems. Some people they don't have patience, but me, I've got patience, and I've got so much patience in the world. I will sit down and listen to anything people talk.
Well, let's put it this way. Look, you were saying that you wanted to find your purpose and you're searching for it, and your brother mentioned something very interesting, which is you already know your purpose. Now, the concept of life purpose, it's shrouded with myths and mystique and something very alluring, right? People believe that it's preordained, that it's our destiny, that it's a sudden epiphany that comes to play, or that you stumble upon it. And I believe that's kind of a romanticized view. And the reality um, is that life purpose is more of an experience, and it's cultivated throughout your life. Purpose is not a one size fit all. It's not static end goal. It's not like when I build the pyramids, I would have found my purpose. It's something fluid. It evolves through your days, through each individual. It's shaped by your personal experiences, your values, your aspirations in life. And understanding these challenges, um, it's how anyone can really embark on that journey of self-discovery or purposeful living. So what are the myths? Well, one of the myths is how it has been taught for the past, I don't know, 20, 25 years, how it's been expressed. You'll find all the books that are out there on life purpose, all the people that talk about life purpose, they always mention discover your life purpose, finding your life purpose, right? This is absolute bull, right? This is BS. You don't find it. It's not a set of keys that you've lost. It's not hidden in your cupboard where, oh, I finally found something. My purpose is in there in my cupboard. It is not found. It is not discovered. It is uncovered. It is revealed from within. Remember, we spoke about personal experiences. We spoke about how it's cultivated in your life, how it's shaped by your values and your aspirations. Well, all of that is already contained within you. So if this is contained within you, how can you go finding something outside of you? How can you go discover a life purpose that already exists within you? All that is meant to be done, actually, as a start, is to remove the layers of societal expectations, parenthood expectation, life expectations, the ideologies around life purpose. Once you peel that all off, then you start to realize, okay, this is my purpose. This is what I've been, between quotation, looking for, because it has always been there for you, in you, within you since birth, most probably, because it's in our DNA to, we know how smart we are, we know what skills we have, certain skills and passions and things, they evolve with us, others are already in our DNA. So that's again back to why we're exploring several myths now. And in my book, I think I wrote about 9 different myths that contain this life purpose ideology. By by exploring these myths, we kind of set a ground, or we ground ourselves in a more realistic approach to uncovering purpose, um, while acknowledging the complexities of our human experience, evolving through nature and our desires as well as goals. You've heard it many times, probably. It is a journey, not of uncovering this hidden secret, but more of crafting and nurturing your own path through introspection, through resilience, and continuous learning.
I agree with you, Kamal. When you say purpose is found gradually, I truly, truly agree with you because we believe that process is something that you have to go and find it, but it's a gradually process. You're right. It's a process that involves self-exploration, like you say, what you're saying is something that we born with. Like myself, when I was busy, when I sat down, I was like, my brother is right. I already this is what I do. Like the gift that I had when I was young, that's my original me. I just this is there's nothing more that I need to find. So I just built whatever I knew about myself and exploring things and gradually you continue to grow, you continue having an understanding of where you're going and adapt to every single moment of clarity. So that's how my life story has been. So some people might have had their different story. So I love to hear you guys. If you're watching, you can comment it or comment it later. That's absolutely fine. Finding your purpose, Kamau. I'm just looking under the cupboard. I've got keys. I need to unlock the keys and find my purpose in that cupboard.
That's true. And look, since we're talking about that, I want to point out several of these myths during our talk today. And one of the most common ones is actually believing that purpose is predestined. Now, every human being, every natural thing in this world serves a purpose, right? If we look at nature, the bees, the insects, the plants, the trees, the animals, all of them serve a specific purpose. They are predestined to do that. However, we are creations that are much more evolved than that. And so the idea that our purpose is predestined and that it's unchangeable, that our path of life is set in stone and written. I don't believe that. I believe our birth is written and our death is written. Whatever's in between, we make it, right? So, what does that mean? It means that our story is dynamic, right? It changes, it evolves, it devolves sometimes. If you stay in the same spot and don't grow more than where you are. It is something that is shaped by your choices. We have free will, and we've said it many times, there's always a choice in life. Even when we think there is no choice, there's always a choice. Meaning that if you make no choice, it is a choice still. Our experiences, we all go through life with different experiences. We could have similar events in our life that occur, similar uh, stories, but our personal experience of these events shape us, shape our psyche, shape our understanding and our perception of the world. This is why we say we don't see the world as it is, we only see it through our own eyes. Same reason why each person, us in this conversation, could have two different definitions of the word loyalty or trust or purpose, even. Now, once one of my clients or anybody that is listening to us today, once you realize that you are not predestined to do something, you're not predestined for a specific purpose, you start to empower yourself as an individual into crafting that life purpose actively into your life rather than waiting passively for it to just suddenly blossom, right? You can't sit at home and say, oh, I'm going to win the lottery and be a millionaire, and you never go and play the lottery. It doesn't work like that. Positive energy doesn't work like that. Positivity or positive thinking or the idea that you want to be super rich or you want to have this house or this car or want this girlfriend and you're sitting at home doing nothing about it, it doesn't work that way. So, first myth, purpose is not predestined. It is shaped through your life, through your experiences, through the events of your life, through your choices. So take a moment and think about these events, these moments in your life that have shaped you into who you are today. And by realizing who you are today, you can probably start looking in depth into who you want to become, what you want to do in life, and so on and so forth. And that's the first step and the first myth, basically, that we're debunking here.
Predestined. I like it when you say it's not predestined. A purpose is not predestined. It's amazing how we all view life. Some people might think that finding your purpose is like it's a one-off thing, but it's purpose can be found in relationship. It can be found in hobbies, or it can be found in the community service and other aspects of life that brings fulfillment and meaningful in somebody's life. So you just have to be somebody that just listen to uh, your journey and then find that purpose. There's some people who get like they'll go to a coach and say, I would like to find my purpose. And they're like, it has to happen now, now, now. I've got to know it now. What's my purpose? But if you work with a good coach, they'll trigger it. You already know anyway what's your purpose in life. And some people there's fear to actually live up to that, to their originality and be the person that they were created to be. Because finding your purpose, it means unapologetic is your true identity, your authenticity, what you were created to be. It could be your talent. There are some people that sometimes they'll come to me and they're like, no, sir, I'm confused. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in life. So I'm like, what, or sometimes they'll tell me, I'll be like, tell me what you've been through. What I've realized sometimes in life, there are problems that we go through in life. We think they are problems, but sometimes there is part of our purpose in life. You cannot teach the pain that you have not gone through sometimes in life. But some people, when they go through that pain, they give up instead of looking at that situation that for me to be able to go through this, there must be something in the universe or something God that is showing me to do. I spoke to people like your purpose. What is it? They're like, I'm confused. And I'm like, what have you been through in life? They're like, I've been through this and I've been through this. And then you start talking, you're not doing anything, you're just manipulating them using psychology. And they'll be like, oh, actually, when I was young, I used to do this, I used to do this. And actually, it comes back and it links to my problems. It links to what I have been through. So that means I am destined to actually do this. What I've realized with myself that every problem that I have been through, there's a skill that I have learned through that.
Mhm.
And there's a something that I've meant to be doing that helping others to actually conquer what I've been through, like it teaching them and helping them to become who they want to become through their struggles. So when I go through a problem, I always reflect to it. Is there anything that God is teaching me in this problem? Or is there anything that I am learning or I'm just having going through this problem for the sake of going problems because everybody goes through problems. So all through that, you could find your purpose through it, or you may not. So you just have to look at your identity, the person who you're becoming, or even if you're in a relationship, you just evaluate who you're becoming in that relationship. Your purpose might be found in there. When you have kids, you may find that purpose. Kamau is, what are you teaching, Kamau? Karate?
I teach karate and I'm an English teacher for high school students. So
Yeah, so you do all these different things. But when you look at everything is linked to teaching,
Yeah,
is
correct.
linked, yeah, yeah, everything that you do is linked to that. Sometimes on LinkedIn or Facebook, when people come to me, they always like, Nomsa, I have this business, I would like to do it. And I'll be like, it's not linked to what I do. So I don't really want to go to who has do something that is not really linked to what I do.
No,
So
and this is part of understanding one's purpose, right? There's a link, there's a common link to everything that you do in life, whether
yeah,
that your hobbies, your job, your interactions with people, how you make money on the side, or what you love doing. All of it is linked together to in
yeah,
that singular circle in the middle, which is your purpose, right? And um, understanding what links everything together, that's the difficult part. Not everybody understands it. Not everybody is capable of looking in depth within themselves to uncover each leaf beyond and beyond to gather that information. It's not an easy task, all right? A lot of people get lost midway. A lot of people are too scared because it opens wounds, it opens traumas, it opens a lot of um, maybe missed opportunities that one believes are missing. Like, oh, maybe I should have done this, and maybes and maybes and maybes, and what should have I, and what should I must, or what am I supposed to? And all of these are uh, presumptions or pre-assumed ideologies of what one's purpose should, must, or has to be. Purpose is ever evolving, right? And it's to be fair, not everybody wants to go in depth and look into their purpose. There's there's a study that was done by a research study, whatever you want to call it, by some students, which I don't remember which university. Uh, they found out that between 89 to 92% of people do not grow or look in depth into their life, do not want to change what they have, do not want to go deeper into the understanding of what their life can be if it is better. They just stick to what they have, they stick to what they know, they stick to their routines. Imagine that 89 to 92% of people do not change their way of life, they do not seek growth. That is a massive amount of people. Of course, let's say it's between, I don't know, the research was done between 1,000 to 10,000 people. It's still a big number. If you apply this on a grand scale, that means a lot of people are not looking into themselves. That means a lot of people are not pursuing perhaps careers or hobbies that really encompass their own values. And this is what I'm linking it to, which is another myth. A lot of people, and I'm saying a lot, a ridiculous amount of people, they equate purpose with their professional success, with their career. And that's an extremely narrow view. Okay. Purpose, as we were talking now, it expands beyond career achievements. It encompasses personal values, relationships, leisure activities. It encompasses community involvement, right? It encompasses passions, your talents, your skills. It has purpose has many many aspects to it that that coincide with each other. So it is not career oriented only. It is all of those together. And that's why the purpose is usually in the center. And that's what we call your purpose motto or your life protocol, right? You know how protocols work, right? And so when you create your life purpose protocol, saying, for instance, I will dedicate my life into teaching and expanding the views of Human beings. Okay, so this can encompass many, many different jobs. It can encompass many different hobbies. It can be part of many community activities. It can be part of fun time, and it can be part of learning time, whatever it is that you want to. So you are surrounding yourself with all the things that you can do in relation to what your life purpose protocol is. This is part of my life purpose protocol, right? To teach the world and to teach and educate people into understanding purpose and live a better life. Now, how do I do that? Well, I'm an English high school teacher. How does that relate to educating them? Well, I educate them in my own way. I teach them about neurolinguistic programming. I teach them about psychology. I teach them about cognitive development. I teach them about positive behavior and positive psychology. All of that, I teach it in my English class while we're studying the curriculum. Every part of the curriculum, it has something, some ideology, something that can change their mentality. I give them the truth, unfiltered, straightforward. And they love me for it because it's very different. Okay, my hobbies. My hobbies are gaming, reading books, and, well, martial arts. But martial arts is part of who I am. So I made something out of it. I had a dream when I was 10 to open my own karate school, which I did. And I'm teaching. We have about 36 students, and we're in a small town. We're in a town of 3,000 people. So you can imagine the joy that I'm getting going there. I have training today at in a few hours. But that brings me joy because I'm in a completely different world. I teach the students something that I love, a martial art. While I teach them that, I teach them how to develop their learning skills in the art. I teach them how to meditate. I teach them how to focus on what they want. I teach them how to control their emotions through breathing, through the art of karate. You see, so everything that you can encompass within that life purpose protocol, this is what I call your purpose. And this is why I say it is not discovered, it is not found. You don't find what you love, you actually realize what you love. And so here's another myth: purpose is not linked exclusively through career.
You don't find what you love, you discover it,
Now you uncover it.
uncover it. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, you don't find it, do you? You don't go and say, okay, yeah. I just like I love that. I like it when you said when you actually uncover your purpose, it could open trauma, and that is true because finding your purpose sometimes it can be really hard work, and it doesn't mean that you are free from challenges when you find that purpose as well, like Kamal said. It's just it just involves the hard work, setbacks, uh, and the moments of doubt as well. At the same time, you'll be doubting yourself, and also it's a commitment and perseverance. You have to persevere when you actually go through that, and there's so many things that uh, you have to go through. But at the end of the day, it brings satisfaction, a deeper, really, really deeper satisfaction, rather than like a constant joy. Because joy is something like when you do find your purpose, that is joy. So and then when you actually go through that joy moment, and then it brings a satisfaction. You get to be like with my job. If you were to give me another job, I'll complain. But with my job, I never complain because I'm just doing something that I love to do. So it's all those things that some people they take for granted for who they are as a person. Because I find like I'm surrounded by my friends are talented. Like I have this friend, James talk, wouldn't it be easier to mix purpose and career together? Some would even let their careers define their purpose is faster acceptance in,
Are you
in
reading a comment or a question on the
I'm reading a comment.
Yeah, read it out loud then.
Do you hear me? You can't hear me.
No, I could hear you mumbling.
Okay, that is James. James Tucker says, wouldn't it be easier to mix purpose and career together? Some would even let their career define their purpose as faster acceptance in some cases.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about, right? Some people allow their career to define their purpose. However, it's not that way because if you let your career define your purpose, you're stuck in that view of this is my career, this is how my purpose is. Purpose is much deeper than that. It's even um, it has a greater function in our life. Like I was saying earlier, our purpose is those that uncover their purpose or understand their life purpose, they have a life protocol that they live by. A protocol, a set of rules, a set of ideologies, a set of values, beliefs, skills, passions that they live by, and they include all of that, these in one sentence, in one motto, let's call it. And by doing so, you can find out or figure out how you can apply it to everything in your life. So, for instance, I had a client of mine, uh, very doing very well in his career, working for Microsoft, by the way, and still was unsatisfied. Now, we went a little bit deeper, we researched a little bit, we did some work together, and along the line, he realized that he was doing certain things that pertain to sustainability, and he wants to push deeper into how to create sustainability in the work environment. And just coincidentally, which I don't believe in, I would say um, with synchronicity, during our journey together, around the end, job opportunity opened within the company to be a sustainability manager or of some sort. And so, how does that come to happen when this person wants that and he is working on? Well, he is working on himself to realize what his definition of life purpose is. His definition is to pertain or to partake in sustainability. And so we created his life protocol. And by creating his life protocol, he realized what he wanted to do in his work, in his career, what he wanted to do at home and how to fix certain things at home, what he wanted to do in his with his hobbies and what he enjoys doing. And all of those activities surrounding his life, they all took shape. They all were part of that motto, that protocol that he created for himself, that we created together in a sense. So this is why focusing on career is a good way of understanding or trying to figure out your path or your purpose. However, it becomes only one laned. It's a one lane view. You only see your career. You don't see the rest. You don't see your relationships. You don't see your choices in life. You don't see the activities that you have. You only have that growth through your career. Your growth doesn't expand in different areas of your life. And that's the whole concept of life purpose, is that it expands through all areas of your life. Hopefully, That answers James on the with his comment. And you see, this also brings me to another myth that a lot of people sadly believe is that once you start pursuing purpose, it automatically leads to an immediate fulfillment. You see, the expectation of constant satisfaction and fulfillment once one starts pursuing life purpose is completely unrealistic. The same idea as you get onto a dating app, it's like, I'm going to find my girlfriend now. I'm supposed to find her today. And you go out on the first date, it doesn't work. You go on the second date, it doesn't work. And you're like, but I'm supposed to find her now. This isn't the time for me. It's completely unrealistic. You have to go on a few um, crappy dates.
Bumpy road.
Sorry?
Got a few bumpy roads.
Yeah, bumpy roads, crappy dates before you understand and find that good person, right, that you want to be with. And so the same applies with life purpose. It doesn't go in a straight line. You don't uncover your purpose straight away. You don't find fulfillment straight away in everything that you're doing. It's it is rewarding, and it also involves um, navigating through challenges, periods of doubt. I've had so many periods of my life where I doubted my purpose. I was like, is this serious? It's it's a path that you will mark with discomfort, with learning, with growth. And above all, it requires your patience. We are, in this modern world, we are constantly reminded and constantly uh, surrounded by this instant gratification system. It's instant, right? And so we forget what it means to be patient. A while back, when the internet started and all of that, it used to take us through the dial-up. I think it used to take us about 15 to 20 minutes to download one song of 3 minutes. One song, 3 minutes. Now you have it at the tip of the finger. You used to have to wait for a whole week, and you were patient and excited for one episode of a series that you're watching. You could not binge watch like people do now. You had to wait every week to watch that episode, to watch the next episode. I remember when I was a kid waiting every week, glued to that TV, the moment I knew that the episode was coming for my favorite series. By the way, it's Dragon Ball. um, and now you just get the whole series and you watch it in one night. And if you have only one what's it called? One season? Oh my God, I have to wait until next year for the next season. And you whinge and whine. Instant gratification. So once you start pursuing your life purpose, it will not lead to immediate or instant fulfillment. It takes time and it takes patience. But it also requires your understanding and your commitment to it.
I actually agree with you, Kamal, when you say it takes time, finding
Mhm.
like connecting, truly connecting with your purpose and really fully be fulfilled. Like what I do, like when I was saying I love what I do, is because I had to go through loads of bumpy road, meditating, prayer, fasting, and just for me to connect with my inner being and really connect with God in finding out where God wants me to be with my purpose. And some days I'll have bad days. Some days I'll have good days. Like today, I was like praying and I just did something happened. I was like, if anybody, somebody who didn't know me, they will meet me and in a place, in a certain place, point of my life. And they'll be like, I just want to do what Nomsa does. And I'll be like, they wouldn't know what I've been through to get to where I need to be. When I was praying after finishing, I felt so relieved and I felt so, it was like I fell in that place and I was like, somebody, they wouldn't know the things that I do. Sometimes I actually stay like 7 hours. Like I have like sometimes I go to overnight prayer, like 7 hours or sometimes 12 hours and just meditating. And like 3 weeks ago, we did like 10 days overnight, like night vigils and praying and just praying and connecting and just meditating. And I was like, and I could see like when I go to church, everyone, you can see there's something different about me. But it's how I feel and it's how I'm showing up as well. And somebody who didn't know it, they would think that is easy, but it's no. Is that time when you put time in finding what you want to do, finding what you love to do in life, and crying through it. Sometimes you'll have challenges through it, but it's just picking yourself up. Nothing is easy. So if there's anyone, guys, who is watching, like what Kamal was saying, and James is saying that protocol is sometimes called the religion way of life. The pursuit of happiness is a myth. Um, I also agree with you. To find that truly, truly happiness, you've got to dedicate your life to make some changes within yourself. It it doesn't just happen overnight. Why haven't you got a voice?
Oh, because I muted myself by mistake. Uh, Look,
And
it's very simple.
why are you touching the other side when you are muting yourself?
Because my mic is above, it's got a button that I click on it.
Oh, okay, okay. So when you are muting, you're muting it straight from your mic. Okay.
Yeah, because it's easier, because it's better.
Okay, I thought maybe
Um,
you've got an AI computer where you just go like this.
no, no, it's touch. So I just touch it.
Okay.
Look, the concept of the pursuit of happiness is ridiculous, right? That doesn't exist. Happiness is there all the time, anywhere, whenever you want to. It's this, it's that, it's now. Wait, it's gone. No, it's now. It's whenever you want it. You can be happy and find and experience happiness any moment of your life. So the pursuit of happiness is ridiculous. The pursuit of happiness through religion is also absurd because faith is supposed to bring you peace. Faith is your relationship between you and God. Whatever you believe in the universe, the God, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It is your personal relationship. And that personal relationship will not bring you purpose. It will bring you closer to God. That's something else. You can ask for things. That doesn't mean that you will get them. In order, when you ask for something to the universe, to God, you have to work for it. You have to get onto the path of working in order to do that. Example, oh, I want to be a CEO of this company. Okay, did you step a foot inside the company? No. All right. What are the first steps to step into the company? Pray to God, pray to the universe. I'm not saying don't. However, do the work, do the field work, do your steps in order to add value to yourself and add value to that dream that you want to pursue. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. purpose or finding purpose or discovering purpose, there are many myths, including finding happiness. You don't find happiness if you don't have it within you. Happiness is inside of us. We are born happy. We have it in us. You can bring it out whenever you want to. You can be crying and still be happy. You can be grieving and still find happiness in grievance. There's no this or that. It doesn't work this way. And the same thing in purpose. Another myth that brings it along. Believing that finding, between quotation, purpose. I absolutely don't like this finding purpose or discovering purpose. Uncovering your purpose is a solo journey. I'm on my path. I will find my purpose on my own. And that's what is important, how I do it myself. Look, we are coaches. We have psychologists with us. And when we talk about personal introspection and that it's vital, we all agree on that. There's just one additive thing to be put onto all of that. Uncovering your purpose will be raised to a different level, enhanced, if you will, by the interactions with others. So purpose is not about you alone. Yes, I call it me favoritism as well, like one of my mentors. It is about me and how I want to favoritize my life. Correct. However, to favoritize your life, your purpose, interacting with others lifts you up into a different area. It lifts you up maybe 10 times more by interacting with the correct set of people, by surrounding yourself with relationships that enhance your growth, your mental growth, your psychological growth, your physical growth, your career growth, your love growth. Surrounding yourselves with mentors and you yourself being a mentor to someone. Surrounding yourself in the experience of community. What can you contribute to the community around you? In a sense of altruistic way. Even though we're human beings and we're selfish, very rarely is something altruistic. However, participate in community experiences. Give back to the community, to the world that you've experienced around you. All of these relationships, all of these encounters with different people from different areas, they are available for us to provide us with a different perspective, to contribute to our exploration of our purpose, and to actually solidify that life purpose. Because without them, you're on a single path, single direction, with no experiences. This it reminds me of a story that I read in the name of the book. It's the life of Jishin Funakoshi, the founder of Shotokan Karate. And he was talking about two great martial art masters. And they met one day, and they for some reason they wanted to decide who was the better martial artist, sensei or master. And so they decided to go to the top of a mountain, and the first one to reach the end would be the winner and would be declared the best martial artist. And so the first master, he went and he was in a canoe paddling and went super fast and reached his destination. At the end, he was the first one, very excited, very happy. Many, many hours later comes the second master. And so the first one asks him, I won, I'm the better master. And you have nothing to say. Yes, of course, you won the competition. However, let me ask you this. Have you noticed the salmon going upstream? No. Have you noticed the mother bear taking care of her cubs? No. Have you noticed the cherry blossoms along the stream? No. You might have one reaching your destination first. However, I have one the experience of life around me. The question is, do you want to reach your purpose and destination without enjoying life around you? Or do you rather enjoy people and the life around you?
I like that. I like that. But I have a question. When you say the purpose, you may not find it like through uh, religion. I thought God gives you a purpose. God can give you a purpose, what you are meant to be on earth.
He can give you a part of the purpose, yes. It's up to you to uncover that purpose. It's not by
Um,
praying that you will uncover your purpose.
oh
Praying
yeah,
is a
it
connection.
is. Because the Holy Spirit can communicate with you. It's
Purpose,
like,
look, let me put it this way.
yeah,
Religion is a faith. Faith means believing in something, right?
yeah,
Now, in all the scriptures, you say, ask and you shall receive. Yes, ask and you shall receive. However,
yeah.
this is what I was talking about earlier. You will not receive if you just simply ask without doing the work. You need to do the leg work.
Yeah, but you're working with the Holy Spirit, and the
Doesn't
Holy
matter.
Spirit,
Doesn't matter. You still have to do the leg work.
yeah,
You
He guides you through it, but He tells you who
fair
you're
enough.
meant to be.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But you still have to do the leg work.
Yeah,
Do
okay,
the if you
okay.
don't do the leg work, you don't get anything.
Okay, for me, I believe that God can actually guide me through my purpose, which is like, let's say, if I'm meant to be a psychologist, you tell me that you're meant to be a psychologist, then I will study that psychology, but I will study it through his guidance so I can obtain the good qualifications based on him. Any qualifications that I don't pray for, I don't believe that to me is worth. It's like when I keep like this journey of mine that I'm taking through finding like I'm just finding myself and my purpose with God. Made a decision that okay, I'm just gonna go through this journey. But through this journey that I'm doing, like when you're saying you have to do the like leg work, that is me doing the hard work and asking the Holy Spirit where I'm in, what am I supposed to be, or show me things that will make me great. Like I tell God I don't want to waste my time
Fair enough.
doing things that are not my purpose, like show me my purpose. So when that purpose is revealed, sometimes it might be things that I don't like it. It might be something that I really don't like it because God is sometimes it can be unpredictable. And I always tell him that I like his style, but I don't like where he leads me sometimes because he leads me to go with people that I'd really, really annoy me. And then he's like, no, sir, this is your purpose. You're meant to help that person. And I go to that person and I'm like trying to help them. And it's like, you got to be patient with them. So
But
then
that's the whole concept of you doing the legwork. Now,
yeah,
if we talk about, because I don't want to make it strictly religious, it's the universe. If you ask the universe to guide you through your life, if you ask God to
you can
guide
talk
you,
about God come out.
yeah,
We're
no, just
fine.
I like to keep it open for everyone. If you want to talk about the universe or God, however you want to see it, if you ask for guidance,
Yeah,
that's fine. That's okay. And that guidance will come in any form in your
yeah,
life. It will come through people, it will come through experiences, it will come through anything in your life. Now,
yeah.
you don't have to like it. It doesn't matter. It is what the universe or God has put upon you on your path. Your job, your legwork, is to understand how this makes you a better person
I
and
know.
how it makes you closer to reaching your purpose. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying religion or God or faith, it's great to have a connection, to be connected to God or the universe and to ask for guidance. And yet, the guidance, as you mentioned, isn't necessarily straightforward.
Yeah.
Because at the end, he gives you the choice to choose your path the way that you want to make it, whether you like it or you don't like it. It doesn't matter. It's a fair equation. You have a
Yeah, but
choice.
when God says something, it's the final say.
Fair enough. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying you still have a choice.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea.
And
Now,
if I choose my choice, it will make me miserable though. God's choice, it
it's still a
brings
choice.
peace. Like you said before, his choice, it brings peace.
It's still a choice. It's still the idea that this is why people think that life is like people that go through life purpose challenges or through life itself and are seeking or uncovering their life purpose, they all often have a misconception, which is once life purpose is uncovered, it remains the same. No, it doesn't. Every year you change,
Yeah.
or technically every 7 years, more or less, your brain, your cognitive development, your brain changes, and your thoughts, your perception changes. And so, can your purpose change through life? It will change several times through your life. It will evolve
Yeah, it will change, but in a
through the
growth way.
circumstances. It will change through your personal development. It will change through new insights, new uh, events happening in your life.
Yeah.
People must understand that as life changes, so does purpose. It is dynamic as well. And so it is up to you to make it relevant or to let it stay relevant in your life by going through the life stages and applying your life purpose once more to how it has evolved at this stage.
Yeah. Any words of encouragement? Come out. I've got a meeting in 15 minutes.
Uh, keep on the path of uncovering your purpose. Stop trying to find it or discover it. It's inside of you, it is within you. Find out what you enjoy doing. Do something that you love, do something that you can get paid for, do something that contributes to the world, pair it all together. All of this with your values and your perception of the world will allow you to uncover your life purpose. If you want to chat with me, you can find me on at Life Purpose with Kamal anywhere, or you can just send me a message on my website at kamallehman.com.
Thank you so much, Kamal. And I'll say the same thing. If you want to find your purpose, guys, be open to anything. I get told off in my home with my
Uncover your
children.
purpose. Stop saying finding your purpose.
I get told off with my kids. Sometimes something will show up on my email, and I'll be like, oh, let me sign them up. By signing them up, I'm not really expecting people to reply to me because I'm like, they're gonna need this. And then people reply to me like, oh yeah, Noms, I like your daughter to come along. And my children will be like, Mommy, stop signing me up to things. I'm like, it's your purpose, girl. You got to be there. You got to put yourself out there, make friends, different friends, and like, no, mommy, don't. So, but if you want my advice, guys, uncovering your purpose, it means you got to explore things, different things. And in the end, it comes down to what you already know. And if you want to connect with Kamal, please do go to my website, www.hseia.com, and you'll find Kamal there, whether you're looking for love or you're looking to find your own voice. There's two options where you can actually connect with us, or you can connect with us on our social media. And or you can ring us. There's a phone number there, office number. You can ring us or email us. Either way, or get in touch through. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel and be part of the family. On Facebook, we have two Facebook group: a Unique Billionaire Mindset and Gossip Talk Shows. Please join our groups and be part of our family. And live with grace, everyone, and God bless. Kamal will pop up when he wants to. He always pop up. I never know when he's coming on. I get told, Namsa, I'll join you today. I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right.